Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back in the video today, and we're going to be talking about, you can already guess it, Kyrie Irving. In the NBA, I think the only thing that anybody has been talking about is Kyrie Irving. And I did make a video when it was announced that Kyrie Irving was requesting a trade. Did not really talk about any trade details. I talked about, some potential teams that would be interested. But in this video, we're going to be talking about a potential team, but a specific team, not multiple teams, because, I was all over the place and, multiple teams that would be interested in Kyrie. And we do know the teams. It's literally get an alert while I'm talking about it. This is how crazy this is. An NBA, that's everybody. That's everything that everybody's talking about. Kyrie Irving, Lakers, but that was basically about what the deal would look like to land Kyrie in LA. But the Lakers are the strongest, are the team that have the strongest interest in Kyrie. Now, they're not the only team that are interested. Now, the Suns were, but it was reported that the Suns are not going to trade Chris Paul, so I think you could kind of take them out of the conversation. So you got the Lakers, the Mavs are interested, and then the Heat are interested. So you got three teams interested. Now, the team that is, most interested is the LA Lakers, and that will be the team we are going to be talking about today. Now, it's really weird with the Lakers. With the Lakers, this has not been confirmed that you're going to have to add in a third team, but I have a feeling if the Lakers are trading for Kyrie, you're going to have to add in a third team to make that a 3-team trade. Just because of, obviously, Westbrook, he's played really good off the bench this season, but this is just how I feel. I don't think Westbrook and KD can play with each other again. And here's just why I feel like this. I definitely think that Kyrie I definitely feel like Westbrook and KD, I feel like they have a good friendship and they have a good relationship. But I think when it comes to basketball, I just don't think these guys are going to ever be able to play with each other again. And we've seen them, in the off seasons or different times hang out with each other, and they're close. They're they're not best friends, but I want to say best friends, but they are close, and just like they were in OKC. But I think that for everything that happened when KD left OKC, I just don't think they can play basketball with each other anymore. So in that case, and I also I don't think the Nets would be too interested in Westbrook as well. So in that case, you have to add in a third team. Now, two teams that are interested in Westbrook, the Jazz and the Hornets. We're going to go over what a 3-team trade would look like with both the Jazz and the Hornets, with the Lakers and the Nets. So here's what it would look like with the Jazz. So the Lakers, this should be a big trade. You have 7 players involved and 2 picks. So the Lakers are receiving 3 players. Kyrie, of course. Center Kelly Olynyk. I like the fit in LA. You need shooting. Kelly Olynyk is a really good shooting big. I like that fit for the Lakers. And also Seth Curry, someone that the Lakers have a lot of interest in. So Lakers get 3 players that really fit their team well and would be really good for their roster. Okay, great. So let's go into what the Lakers give up. What do the other teams receive? The Nets receive Mike Conley, Austin Reeves from the Lakers. So you get the Nets receive Mike Conley from the Jazz, and then they receive Austin Reeves from the Lakers. Also, due to money reasons, I have the Lakers throwing in Damian Jones going to the Nets. I don't think he would stay as a Net, but if he does, Damian Jones and KD played with each other in Golden State, but I doubt he stays as a Net. So you got Jones, Reeves, Conley going to Brooklyn. Along with those 3, you got another Utah Jazz going to Brooklyn as well, Jared Vanderbilt. Love Jared Vanderbilt. Brooklyn has some interest in him. He's a good defensive player, averaging 10 points per game this season, averaging 9 rebounds per game. I think he fits well in the Brooklyn roster. So I like this trade for Brooklyn. You're adding Conley, a point guard replacement for Kyrie, and also not only that, but Conley is is locked up for obviously the rest of this season and then the next season. So you'd have Conley for the next 2 seasons if you wanted to keep him. Vanderbilt's same situation. You'd have him for the next season too. He's a really talented player. Reeves is a free agent at the end of the season. So is Damian Jones. I think Damian Jones would be under contract for the next season as well. But Reeves is a free agent, but he's a good shooter. I think he'd fit well in that Nets team if the Nets do plan to keep KD and keep that along. Now, Nets team, here's what their lineup would look like. You got Conley, you got Harris, you have KD, Ben Simmons, and Claxton. This team is the team I see from this team, and then you still have you have off the bench, you'd have Austin Reeves, Jared Vanderbilt off the bench. That's still a playoff team, but they don't have a chance in the East. Now, with KD around that team, KD playing with Nicholas Claxton, who's so underrated. He's so good. Ben Simmons brings in some defense. And then Joe Harris, still a great shooter. Mike Conley, Jared Vanderbilt, Austin Reeves, some other players. I think from that point on, I think that the Nets have some decent good players around KD, and I think they'd be able to make it to the playoffs, of course, and especially with their record that they have right now. Depending on matchup, I think the Nets could win a playoff round. It just depends on how good KD's playing. If this is based on this trade, but I do think that the Nets would make the playoffs and probably be a first round exit if this trade were to happen. Now, the rest of the trade, the Nets receive a 2027 first-round pick that is from the Lakers. And then the Jazz receive 2 players, both from the Lakers. Russell Westbrook, of course, and then Lonnie Walker the third, or the fifth, sorry. Lonnie Walker the fifth. 2 expiring contracts. This kind of send the Jazz into rebuild the next season. And then they also get a 2023 first-round pick from the Brooklyn Nets. No, not that. I had that originally, but I think they'd get the 2029 first-round pick from the Lakers. But I think it'd be top 3 or top 5 protected. I think it'd be top 5 protected. No, it'd probably be top 3 or top 5 protected. So you get a nice first-round pick for the future with Westbrook and Walker. I don't think that's too bad I don't think it's too bad for the Jazz. I mean, yes, you're losing Olynyk and Conley and Vanderbilt, but you're getting Lonnie Walker and Westbrook, both expiring contracts. But they can play good basketball with you in the playoffs. Because the Jazz, I think they could be in the play-in if they do this trade. Who knows? But that first-round pick does have a lot of potential, that 2029 first-round pick. All right, getting to the other trade with Charlotte. So this one has the same amount of players involved, 7. You got 3 going to Brooklyn, 2 going to Charlotte, and 2 going to LA. So still Seth Curry and Kyrie going to the Lakers. Now for the Hornets receive Russell Westbrook, Austin Reeves, a 2029 first-round pick, the 2027 first-round pick, a 2028 second-round pick from the Nets, and a 2027 second-round pick from the Lakers. And the Nets would receive the following 3 players: Mason Plumlee, who is averaging almost 10 points per game this season. So Plumlee, Cody Martin, JT Thor. Cody Martin hasn't played at all this season, but the year before averaged 9 points. JT Thor is averaging 2.5. And then I love this for the Nets if you bring him in, because I think honestly, if you get this trade done, I think honestly the Nets do have a chance to make it onto the second round if he's playing good basketball and KD's playing good basketball. You got Terry Rozier, who is averaging 20 points per game this season. He comes in as the second option in Brooklyn next to KD. You got Rozier at the 1. You got Joe Harris at the 2. KD at the 3. Ben Simmons at the 4. Claxton at the 5. Off the bench, you you now have a backup center, something that the Nets have been looking for in Mason Plumlee. I know he's not the best, center in the world, but for a backup center, Mason Plumlee's all right. So better than what you have now than with Day'Ron Sharpe. So you add in Mason Plumlee as a backup center. Maybe Cody Martin gets healthy. He's another good bench piece. You have some other, good players around that too. So I think if Rozier is playing really good, because he's been playing good all season, and KD's healthy and he's playing good basketball. Claxton's playing great. Simmons playing good defensively. Joe Harris is shooting the ball good. I think that this Nets team wouldn't be bad. I mean, yes, they would miss Kyrie, but Terry Rozier, he's a bad man. I mean, he's pretty good. So. And then they'd also get the 2029 first round pick as well. That would be top 3 protected. So, yeah, I like both trades. I don't know. Here's a question. Which one has a better chance to all 3 teams saying yes? The 3-team trade where the Hornets are involved in, or the 3-team trade that the Jazz are involved in? I know that I think it's the second one, because every team in the second one is really benefiting. Everybody is not really losing in that trade. I mean, think about this. I mean, the Nets, the Lakers, why would they say no? They're getting Kyrie and Seth Curry. So that just changes everything for them. The Hornets, I don't see why they say no, because I think that there would be serious interest in re-signing Westbrook. So in that case, I think Westbrook could be a long-term stay for the Charlotte Hornets. And Austin Reeves, I don't know if he stays. I doubt it, but he could play some good basketball in the rest of the season. And then all the other picks that they're getting, getting 2 seconds, 2 really late seconds, and then a 2027 first-round pick from the Lakers, which could be a really good pick. So in that case, I don't see why at all the Hornets say no to this deal, because you're getting a great potential first-round pick, 2 second-rounders, Russell Westbrook, which I think the Hornets would have the intention to bring him back, and Austin Reeves. And you're also getting rid of some guys you've been wanting to get rid of in Cody Martin and Mason Plumlee. And I don't think they really want to get rid of him, but Rozier as well. So I don't see why the Hornets say no. And then with the Nets, I don't see why they say no either. Because Terry Rozier, I think that's the best point guard they can get for him. Terry Rozier is definitely better than Westbrook. Even I don't even think Brooklyn wants Westbrook. He's better than Lowry. I don't know I think I'd rather want Chris Paul than Rozier. I'm not sure on that though. But Chris Paul's not available. So Rozier is the best option for the Nets at point guard if you're going to trade Kyrie. I mean, never mind. I was going to say D'Lo, but I don't think the T-Wolves are going to want Kyrie. So I think I like it for the Nets. I like it for the Hornets. I like it for the Lakers. I think it fits for everybody. You guys let me know on your thoughts on what do you think about Kyrie potentially going to the Lakers. You guys let me know your thoughts on maybe a third team potentially having to jump in and help the Lakers and the Nets for that Westbrook situation. And let me know your thoughts, and peace out.